And we're back, and we're downtown Blue Ridge. I'm your host, BKP. Sorry, not trying to offend anybody, but I see no reason to get on a southbound lane anywhere, except if you're geographically north of here.
There you go.
That's it.
If you're in Blairsville.
Yeah, I got to clear that up, right?
Yeah, you got
Yes, southbound if you're north of Blue Ridge, but if you're, hey, look, 2,000 Jeeps, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want to take your kids, see Jeeps play in mud, tip over, jump up rocks, you can go down to Jasper. You come up to Ellijay. There's so much going on. You go to the Chamber of Commerce website there and click on at Gilmer Chamber of Commerce. All kinds of things happening throughout the weekend. Labor Day barbecue picnic up here. The Good Samaritans in downtown Blue Ridge. Lunch over at the Walmart. I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot of fun in North Georgia. And we're at the Shops of Sycamore Crossing, and I'm here with Rick and Jane. How are you guys today?
Pretty good.
It's Friday.
Huh?
It's Friday.
You got your red, white, and blue on?
I do. I tell you, I dressed today for the Times. My black is for, I'm celebrating the demise of Hillary Clinton. I think she is going down with the ship, as they say. And I'm just mourning that. And this is for Make America Great Again. I made this myself 5 years ago to go to a 4th of July party. I might just wear it till the elections. But I think Hillary has just shot herself in the foot. I think we are on the move. I'm so excited. She has really nothing to rebuttal that fabulous speech that he made the other night. I'm ready to go. I need to.
And that's our show, folks.
Say goodnight.
There he is.
Good night,
There
Gracie.
you go. Next up. Well, you know, I was going to call you Johnny Cash there for a minute in black. And
I knew him, by the way.
did you know, Johnny? So the black is to commemorate Hillary's demise, and the red, white, and blue is to make America
That's
great
good.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with
That's
that.
it.
Great speech. Are you referring to the immigration
Yes.
speech?
I thought it was fabulous. I can tell you may have different opinions.
No.
Your face
absolutely
looks
not.
like,
I
what
thought it
is
was.
she saying?
No, I thought it was fabulous too. I'm just hearing the media try to frame it in 15 different ways.
Flip-flopping
But
mostly.
that's all they've got to do.
Do you know, and all jokes aside, let's get serious. Do you know, because I don't think the American, do you know what Hillary Clinton's campaign is even about?
That's it. No. Now
No.
they've got her on the run. She's just
No,
having to.
don't even know what it's about. Now, I tell you, I say this from the media side. The media obviously is on board with her, but they are starting to get frustrated that she won't even talk to them. It's like, I'm your friend, you won't even talk to us. The media is starting to ask her when she's going to do a press conference.
Jim Kane says she does press conferences all the time.
oh,
She talks to the
wow.
media
I
all
saw
the
that.
time. Did you
20
see that,
last
Jace?
month or something.
No.
It's not
Well,
ridiculous.
what they do is they do a press corps. Obviously, they do a press corps, and you have to fill out your paperwork to get on the press corps. And obviously, you're only going to be put on the press corps by these networks if they feel you're friendly, and they're only going to pick out a handful of people, and period. So she's not doing press conferences. That's just all there is to it. She's not talking to the American people. She's not doing press conferences. I have no idea what her campaign is about.
One more thing I'm going to say, because that's going to be all I know. My thoughts are that either one of two things. She thinks she's so far ahead. She just wants to. The less she says, the less she gets in trouble. The less Trump's going to pounce. And she's just sitting back and saying, "I'm so far ahead. I don't want to make an error. All these emails are still coming out. I don't want to answer to those, but I'm ahead. I'm going to win." Or she's ill and very ill. And I think that's a big possibility. But the problem is we probably won't know that until after the election.
Well, she's pleading the fifth campaign, because she does not answer anything, and realistically, every single thing she's asked, if it was a real question, she has to think how to legally. Now, see, Donald Trump does not have to think how to legally answer anything.
He speaks like you do.
Yeah, anything.
He just shoots it out there.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, Obviously, I'm not concerned with legal recourse. Maybe I gotta think this out when
I'm
we
just
go to
looking at a
break.
couple of your shows in the past. I'm just saying.
I gotta do a couple shows in the past.
Focus
anyhow.
here. Focus here. Go on.
I see somebody in the backdrop. Anyhow, he does not have to worry legally what he says. Hillary Clinton has to worry about every single word she says. What's the legal ramifications of it?
She's on the run.
Yeah.
She really is.
in
And
hiding.
I would agree with you about some of the the health issues. I mean, you look at the videos and you can't believe everything because, a lot of it's tainted one way or the other. But she and her husband both, they just don't look, they don't look healthy. They don't look like people that can lead this country.
No, he looks really badly.
Who is going to be able to keep up with Donald? No, I got to give the guy credit. Okay, let's say I actually have some viewers out there that don't like him. Let's say there's a couple out there.
Shame on you.
No, let's be nice to the viewers. Okay.
We don't want to name names, do we?
No. But let's say some people out there don't like the guy and they're questioning voting for him and their question is his stance. But how can you question this guy's get up and go, as they call it? I mean, on the plane, off the plane, down the ramp, speech, back on. Wow.
How do you think?
I got to give it to him
How
on
do you
that.
think that's going to play in Detroit?
Oh, I think he's going right into the heart. I think he's going right into the heart. It's going to work. I don't think it's going to be his first inner city. He's going to go into Detroit. I think he's done more, no matter what somebody on that camera thinks. I think he's actually done more in 2 weeks, bringing up the issues in the inner city communities with the black in the inner city in 2 weeks than the Democrats have done in 30 years.
Well, that's true.
I think he's exposed things that they have no choice but to talk about.
Well, he's going into a city like Detroit, which has been democratically run for 70 years,
and look at it.
and it's a disaster.
Whoever thought of his slogan that says, "What have you got to lose?" was brilliant. And the only thing is, there are going to be two types of people that are pushed down. The ones are going to say, one group is going to say, "Yeah, what do I have to lose? I want this to be better. I mean, I really want a job. Let's get going." The other half is going to say, "I've got to lose the nanny state." So, although I think that's a good thing for him to put to the minorities and to the people that are working hard and trying to find a job, that would incentivize me.
Well, I do think the inner cities are in such decay, and they know these policies are not working. So let me say this: racially divided in this country, media, President Obama, people get upset. Some of those people, I say those people, they get upset when you talk about that the racial divide in this country is worse. Okay. But you know what's frustrating to me is, it angers me actually, is the polling. White males, white females, college educated white males, stupid white males. But wait, no, I'm serious. If you listen to the news this morning, okay, they go through a litany of white males 18 to 30. White males that are dumb. White males that went to NASCAR last week. Did they not? Do they?
Yep.
Yep.
Women that have 3 kids. Women that have 3 kids and live in rural communities. White women. Where is the polling that you don't see? Black males 18 to 30. Black males in inner city. Where's that?
There isn't any.
They don't do that, do they?
No.
They won't break that down. But the white, you know what really angered me is somebody said, and this was on Morning Joe Scarborough, which I am.
You're still
Folks,
watching
he's
that,
not
huh?
I watch him
No,
every
he's
morning.
not. I'm
He's not a
disappointed.
Republican.
He's going on the
Yeah,
dark side.
I watch it in the. No, that's Donald Trump on the dark side. That's what the Huffington Post said. Donald went dark.
Oh, well.
Went dark from the Huffington Post. Oh yeah, let me get my.
They say it means the opposite.
Or is the Huffington Post is the opposite?
I said if they say it, I'm not. I'm not a fan
That's
of
George
Huffington.
Costanza.
Huffington, Puffington.
Yeah. So no, but they said this morning, they came out and they said his Arizona speech was targeted at white males, and that angered me
Amazing.
because Who does he bring on the stage? Mothers that lost their children to illegals in this country. Mothers. Well, if you want to get down to that, as offensive as it sounds, I think there could be some white women that like to be secure. I don't think there's a reason why that the handbags are going off the shelf as fast as they can with the little gun
got
holder.
one.
You got one? Right? You know what I'm saying?
I do. He did make something. He did make something in his speech the other night when he had to take care of the base that got him there. He had to say, "I'm going to build the wall, and it's going to be a structure. It's going to be a solid wall." Because there was, they get in the weeds and they start talking about, well, is it going to be a technology wall? Is it going to be this, that, and the other? These people want a wall. And that's why he came out and said that. He's got to maintain, he can't make those people mad. However,
Did he soften? Come on now.
yes.
He did.
But
I don't think
you know
he
what?
did. I don't think he did I don't think he ever saw it, but go ahead.
Well, let me throw something out there. Regardless of whether he softened or not, I still think those
Did
people
Hillary
are gonna-
lie?
Huh.
That didn't take long, right?
I still think those people are going to support it.
My opinion
Those
on
people are going to be there. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did he
'Cause
soften-
If I don't say something when I think about it, it's gone.
We don't want that.
See there, what
We
was I
don't
gonna
want that to
say?
happen
Oh, you're
because we.
doing it. I think his thing on it isn't softening. When he was first going out there saying everything that was just right out there. Now he has brilliant people around him. They're advising him. He's tried this one, that one, and he's getting more educated to the situation. He's not just a bull in a china shop, which appealed to me at the time, but we knew he couldn't do exactly 11 million people out. But now he's assessing the situation and seeing what's reality, what can I really do, and he has people telling him. I don't think he's softening. I think he's getting smarter and smarter. What's
Donald
possible.
Trump said from day one, anytime asked about immigration, even with the deportation force, he always said, if you'll go watch the video, we're going to be humane. He always said that. He said, we're going to be humane. I think what's happened here recently is some people surrounding him said, look, you've always said you're going to be humane. Let's spread that out a little bit and kind of explain what that means. Okay, I think that's it to me.
What's his new campaign manager's name? Holly.
No. Kellyanne Conway.
When she came on, and I'm discount Breitbart, the Breitbart guy.
Stephen Barron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she came on,
Or Steve Barron, whatever.
I mean, I saw an absolute total change going this way. I don't know about you.
What if, and I'm going to throw this out. What if, when he wins, I think he will win.
I got
do
the
too.
T-shirt order in, by the way.
I
got
do
it.
too. We ought to have our coins, but
I think he will win.
I think
All
he
right,
will.
I think we will win. Okay. What if, when he wins, every single thing from day one was targeted? He wasn't bombastic. He didn't flip-flop. What if this campaign from day one, he has enacted on a daily basis different triggers to win? And do you realize when he wins how they have to restudy and rewrite these college courses for politics?
Going forward.
Right, going forward.
This is totally
Everything's
different
out
than
the
it's ever
window,
been.
right?
Everything's out the window. Hillary's old school. He's got a whole new bag of tricks.
Now, Rick probably knows this, so we will ask you.
Oh, great.
And if you don't know it, he can come in. And if he doesn't know
This
it,
is the
then
sign.
he's in
Yeah.
trouble. No, he probably knows this, but we're going to ask you, okay? If you don't know it, it's okay.
dun,
If he
dun.
doesn't know it, he's in trouble. All right? If Hillary Clinton, this is one of those blanks. This is like a game show. You
Yeah.
ready?
Dun,
If
dun,
Hillary
dun.
Clinton was to win,
Yeah.
the next morning, I'm just wrong. I take it, I'm wrong. But if Donald Trump wins, blank.
If Donald Trump wins,
Wait, no, this is about me. You
About
understand?
you?
Oh yeah, this is all about me.
Oh,
Have you not
oh.
caught on to this show
If
yet?
Donald
Did you just
Trump
get here?
wins, you're gonna. No, I know you're not gonna
No.
pop any
If
champagne.
Hillary, let's get back
If
to this.
Hillary wins, you're.
No, if Hillary wins, I'm
What's the
wrong.
question?
If
If Hillary
Donald
real-
Trump wins,
you're right.
BKP is no. That was close. Give it to her, Rick. If BKP wins,
Is
if
this a double
Donald,
Jeopardy
Yeah,
question?
if Donald Trump wins,
You're a
BKP is
genius.
what?
Always been there from day one.
Right from day one, right?
Right from day one.
Just remember that.
Oh, good.
Day one.
I haven't.
From the day of the escalator. Oh, you weren't?
No.
There's a lot of people
I was
that
way
We'll let
back,
you
I was
in.
way back
Lonnie,
in
let
the-
her in. Mark it down. Let her
I
in the
was
group.
way back the Rubio thing.
No,
Well,
I
mean,
didn't.
way
I don't
back, but
dislike those. I didn't
I'm
dislike
Trump
those.
there,
I
yeah.
will say this, going a little backwards here, Republicans had all candidates. I mean, I know, be careful, warning sign, even John Kasich. Warning, warning. John, better than Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
There was not-
hello.
right.
I'm better than Hillary Clinton, and
Right.
I just have.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean,
We'll go with that.
That's not.
I hear you're from Arkansas.
Careful.
Well,
I
just
am from
saying.
Arkansas. I am
Huh?
a Razorback through and through. And I
Have
can
you ever
call
been
my
in the
hogs,
Rose
but I
Law
will
Firm?
not
yeah,
do-
right. That was just gonna.
Have you ever worked at the Rose Law Firm, ma'am?
No, but I know people who have. I know things
Ooh,
about those
whoa.
Clintons. I know people.
It's another
I
show.
know
Ooh.
people whose cousins were pushed downstairs. I know people whose houses things happened to. I know people who were shot that know people who were shot down on corners. I know it. It's all on. You can get it on the Clinton Chronicles. I know these people. Patsy Thomason was married to my cousin's husband. Patsy Thomason, the one who found Frank Foster. That Patsy Thomason. To
Wow.
my very close cousin, honey.
Benjamin.
I know stuff. Vince Foster.
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You,
I am
you
for a
sure you
fact.
want to let them know?
They,
The
it's
Clintons.
all on the internet.
My
I
brother
know.
says the Clintons are one people. If they invite him to dinner, no, he hates.
Yeah,
that's
I-
one. My brother says.
I need to go.
My brother says that's one dinner invite he would not go
Yeah,
to.
right. You have to have your food tasted.
They're scary. No, I'm serious. They
They're
are scary.
terrifying.
Yeah,
They're terrifying.
dangerous. They're dangerous
And
people.
it's really, it's more terrifying than we even know. But the one thing Trump said when the Republicans left him and started this mess they're starting against him, and he said, "I'm glad we know who they are." And I had said that before. They're part of the group, the Illuminati, the whatever that's taking this country where it is. I know a lot about the Illuminati. Do you?
Easy
People
there.
don't talk about it, but they're
Oh.
part of the I want mine and I'm in on this deal, Republican or Democrat. Those people are putting Trump down. The people who want democracy like we do, want our freedoms, want our rights, they're staying with Donald. And he has just ignited what I think is an absolute chain reaction.
You
And
go,
he is
girl.
going to win in a landslide. I believe that. I'm not just saying.
No, I'm there's people out there saying, "Wow, they have never heard me silenced like that." Like I just, yeah, because you're just going with it. They're like,
yeah, it was
wow.
good.
Yeah, we'll take that any day.
There's a lot of folks out there. You were going to say something.
No, go ahead.
There's a lot of folks out there who weren't with Trump from day one. Okay? And what scares me about some of them is they're going to stay home like they did last time.
No, I'm not. I think we have, and you know, it's you know, I don't like the word enemy. I don't like that, but the facts are facts. I think we have a common goal, a common enemy, and I think Hillary brings that out. I really do. I think she brings it out more than Obama did. There are people, and you know, that's just showing itself. There are people out there that did not dislike Barack Obama. There's people out there that did not think Barack Obama was in a gang of people or a cartel of people or whatever it may be that wanted to kill certain people. There's people that don't think that with him, although we know his liberal policies where we're at today. Hillary Clinton, I think, is a different thought pattern.
Let's go with a different approach. If anybody's sitting at home thinking, you know, I just don't like either of them, how about taking the lesser two evils and I'll give you 6 of the scariest words you're ever going to hear.
Thanks. Friday, Labor Day weekend, go with it.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Supreme Court Justice Barack Hussein Obama.
folks need to absorb what you said in all seriousness, because
Absolutely.
there's a deal. They make
There's
deals.
a deal.
Okay. First of all, no one in their right mind would have let Hillary talk about them the way Hillary talked about Obama, and then made Bill Clinton racially made comments about Obama, and then turned around and made her Secretary of State. There is a deal for a deal. I think you're probably closer than some people realize.
Absolutely.
If this woman, I
mean,
think you're
look
on
at,
target.
Look at the triggers. He's buying a mansion in Detroit. I mean, in Washington, D.C. Fact.
Right.
Buying a mansion there. It's public knowledge he wants to stay active in that area. He holds himself up as a constitutional attorney. He thinks he's really bright. All of that points to me, and the biggest point is he's been covering for Hillary. He's
There's a deal.
he's covering
Oh,
for
it's a
Hillary.
deal for
What's
a
he
deal.
covering for
He's a
if
pawn.
he doesn't have, if the fix isn't in?
Okay, but
He's a
but
pawn.
it
He's
it,
a pawn.
it
The big
before we get our pet of the week, I'm getting jealous. Lonnie's spending all the time over there with a beautiful pet of the week. Before we get our pet of the week in here, we got a couple more minutes. That's a scary thought. But folks, it's Labor Day weekend, and as they say, I don't say it, but the media says you are going to start paying attention now to some things going on. Let me give you something as scary. This is not a horror show, is it? So let me give you something as scary as what Rick just brought up with the Supreme Court. Here's a scary thought. Congress is going back to work. And guess what? They want to do a stopgap spending measure.
Of course they do.
And guess what? Harry Reid said no. They won't okay it. And guess what? Harry Reid said we could consider it if we could get a vote on our Supreme Court nominee. So pay attention. The fireworks right after the Labor Day weekend are getting ready to hit. They want to do a stopgap measure on spending because they don't want to put a budget in. And this is probably one time that I'm going to say okay, because of the simple reason a stopgap budget spending measure means they just can spend at the continuing rate till they get a budget. And I think we don't need to do another budget with Obama, and I think we need to get a new president in there in January. So we're looking at finishing the year at the same rate of spending. Another thing that we just don't spend enough time on, in particular on a daily basis, the 19 point trillion. The debt went to $19 trillion. But I want everybody at home to know that September, get ready, because we've seen the layout of the political campaign, the presidential campaign, but now we're going to actually see Congress, and that there's going to be some stuff going on in September.
It's going to really change the
it's
landscape
gonna get
of the
ugly.
whole thing.
Okay, 3 debates. How do you think Donald will do? Go with you first, James. 3 debates.
Fabulously.
You think he'll do fabulous?
I really do. I think he's controlled now. I think he's going to be practicing like crazy. They're going to try to irritate him. I mean, he's going to do all the homework, and he's got all the issues. I mean, she's just got lies behind her, emails behind her, Benghazi behind her. I don't know how she's going to defend that. She's been doing it by just lying, but I think he's going to win all the debates. I'd like to say one more thing. I just heard Supreme Court justices are, of course, very important, but you know what's more important? The federal judges they appoint. My brother-in-law was a federal judge in the Ninth Circuit. He just retired, but look at the difference in how many liberal federal court judges and how many more decisions they
Very
make
good
before
point.
even
They
get
appoint
there.
actually hundreds of
It's
judges that we don't. We see the
Right.
3 Supreme
balance
Court,
went
right?
Way
Right. Very,
Wow.
very good point. Debates. How does Donald
Debates,
do?
he's got to do well in the first one, and I think he will. But he has got to do well in the first one.
He will.
Romney did well in the first one. Romney took a pass in the second one. Candy Crowley helped that, but he took a pass in the second one, and it killed him.
Donald Trump doesn't have that personality. If Donald Trump wins, and I think he will, the first debate,
He's going to roll.
he's going to say, okay, it is time to hit that finish line.
It's
I
gonna
have
be
come
doubling
the
down
backstretch."
time.
Yes, he will double down. I think he will do well in the debate. I think the Clinton campaign is interesting. Do you realize, I read a report that the Clinton campaign, I read a story that they are actually have on staff, they're doing psychological
Yes.
testing on what bothered. They're actually watching everything about him and picking out words they think bother him. I mean, all
How
the
to
above.
ruffle him on
Yes.
that.
So,
And I just hope the mainstream media doesn't ask him some really inane questions.
well, we're going to close with that, and I'm going to ask you a question. Did I see this correctly? Because it's been a busy week. I've had a lot going on this week.
Lauer,
Did I hear that?
You heard that.
I didn't hear it. What is
Matt Lauer, right?
There's an unofficial
I don't watch
debate,
that, so.
and I'm either Matt Lauer, but he and Hillary are going to be on an unofficial debate with Matt Lauer. And they were saying, oh, it's going to be perfect because he's never given to the Clinton Foundation. Well, so what? I mean, he's totally, but why Trump's said yes to that, I don't know. But it's just going to be a question answer. I don't know if they're in the same room or if they're, it's happening. They advertised it last night.
Folks, I appreciate it. I've got to get ready for our pet of the weekend here, and I got to close up, and I got to
Oh,
get
I
ready.
was the pet of the week.
You win segment of the week. I had to sit back and just go with it. One more time before we close. The black is for what?
Demise of Hillary Clinton.
And the
She's
red,
going
white,
down
and
on the
blue is?
ship. Make
Make
America,
America
great,
great again.
You heard it there from my dear friend Jane
Everybody,
and
wear
Rick.
red, white, and blue to the election.
Red, white, and
Make
blue.
America great again till the election.
Giddy up.
Thank you so much for coming down on Friday mornings. I enjoy this. Every Friday morning, we're here at the shops of Sycamore Crossing here in downtown Blue Ridge. And as soon as we get back, I'm your host, VKP. Don't forget at 10 o'clock, the Scott Farrell Show from 10 to 12 right here, shops of Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. Lonnie, where's the picture? You got the picture of that hat. Can you get that up? Zach Brown, folks. That is Zach Brown over here at the Broken Bowl. Did you know Zach Brown, the Zach Brown Band, right here from Georgia, his mom shops at the Broken Bowl and bought him that hat, and he's sporting that hat from the Broken Bowl. So come on down, Tupelo Tea and New Blue Home and Gift. When I get back, it's time for Arena and our pet of the week. The star of the show will be here as soon as we return. Lonnie, take us to break.